The reaction and fallout continues in Washington following the revelation of a group chat involving senior Trump administration officials discussing classified military information, a chat in which a journalist was inadvertently added. National security experts continue to ask, how could this mistake happen, and why did this group chat exist in the first place? On Tuesday, the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, and CIA Director John Ratcliffe testified on Capitol Hill in a previously scheduled Senate Intelligence Committee hearing on worldwide threats. Those two Trump officials were reportedly included in the group chat.
Mind-boggling to me.
My communications, to be clear, in a signal message group were entirely permissible and lawful.
If this was a rank-and-file intelligence officer who did this kind of careless behavior, what would you do with them?
Senator, I'll reiterate that there was no classified material that was shared.
On Capitol Hill, Democrats continue to call for a thorough investigation, with some lawmakers even suggesting officials should lose their jobs. Two officials facing the most scrutiny include National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, who apparently invited the journalist to the chat, and Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, who allegedly shared sensitive military information. Meanwhile, President Trump, for the moment, seems to be supporting his national security team. On Monday, he said he didn't know much about the story.
I don't know anything about it. You're telling me about it for the first time.
This is reckless, irresponsible, and dangerous.
Early Tuesday morning, the White House took aim at the journalists added to the group message. Jeffrey Goldberg of The Atlantic, with White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt posting, Jeffrey Goldberg is well known for his sensationalist spin, adding, no war plans were discussed. That's similar to what Secretary Hegseth has previously said, and it differs from Goldberg's version of events.
Nobody was texting war plans.
No, that's a lie. He was texting war plans. He was texting attack plans.
President Trump told NBC News on Tuesday that he believes that Mike Waltz, the national security advisor, learned his lesson from all of this, adding that he is, quote, a good man. Joe St. George, Scripps News Group, Washington.
And we're seeing local reaction to the group chat story. Virginia Senator Mark Warner is vice chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee. And News 3 reporter Brendan Ponton has what's being said here at home.
This was all happening on an app called Signal, which lets people talk with each other, including texting each other with encryption, meaning someone who's not a part of the conversation can't see the messages. In this case, though, a journalist was inadvertently added. Top intelligence officials testified on Capitol Hill where they faced a grilling, including from Virginia Senator Mark Warner. The chat was discussing plans regarding military strikes on Houthi rebels in Yemen. We know the locally based Truman Strike Group has been involved in carrying out those military operations. I talked with Don Mann, a retired Navy SEAL, who has offered his viewpoints on military issues with News 3 over the years.
It's better than not using some sort of encrypted software like that, but it's nowhere near as secure as people might think it is. It was a terrible mistake to include media. I mean, that was a mistake on multi-levels.
We're also now hearing from local Congresswoman Jen Kiggans. In a statement, she called the incident a, quote, serious mistake, adding, quote, it goes without saying that sensitive national security information should only be shared over secure channels with individuals who hold security clearances. Kiggans says she trusts the Trump administration will take steps to stop this from happening again. I'm Brendan Ponton, WTKR News 3.